So, if you guys haven't been told yet, CID finally received the decrypted metadata from those marked MindJot drives that we seized a week or so ago. Ambulances in case there are any kids. Primary hospital is going to be YMH. Secondary, if we have multiple patients, is going to be Coastal Grove Medical Center.
And the owners are likely using it as a launch pad for the packaging and sale of illegal weaponry. The original intel was that a big deal was going down tonight.
Former owners of the building, who had it set up as a clinic. Speaking of clinics, medical. We'll have RAs on scene, as well as pediatric
Out of there.
Do we have anybody on the inside?
None of the raid team made it inside. We don't know what happened, but the cover was blown before they gained access, walking into a shitstorm, people. Keep those communication lines open. I want to know what's going on at all times. Now, get ready to move.
Howdy folks and welcome. I hope this finds you well. Today we'll be discussing one of the best PvE tactical shooter games I've ever played, Ready or Not. I've been a huge fan of PvE shooters for 27 years now, especially when they have co-op. I remember distinctly back in the day playing Swat 4 and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, because they were not like other shooters. You couldn't go rushing in guns blazing for your own sanity. Compared to Counter-Strike 1.6 at the time, you had to take each room like it was your last. I loved making my own schemes in Rainbow Six and leading a specialized unit, or shouting at hostages to take cover in SWAT 4. From the insane scenarios to the unique gameplay mechanics, there is a reason why I tend to lean into these games more than others after all this time. Ready or Not takes a lot of what made these older games so good and brings modernity to an amazing niche of gaming. With a wide array of mods and maps, deafening sound and striking visuals, I cannot explain how visceral Ready or Not gets.
Top floor.
If you're new to the channel, it wouldn't be a Dog Dad video without hearing your thoughts and experiences with the games I cover. I hope you're comfy, have something to relax with, because this one is going to be intense.
Downed.
LSPD, don't move!
You hear this?
Yeah. Alright, we got a dead one outside.
Fully released on December 13th, 2023, Ready or Not is a tactical first-person shooter that depicts a near-modern-day dystopic city of Los Seunos, based off of LA. It's the first thing I noticed when I got into the game was just how beautiful the interior was of the police station. Even though my game started on the graphic settings of Epic, which was not the right setting in the slightest, going on medium graphics still had me floored by the amount of detail this game packs into every little nook and cranny. Talk about world building. I sort of got lost in levels sometimes because I wanted to explore so much. Whoever did the interior and the exterior designs of these levels put so much effort into them. I honestly believed at some points that these were real places. From the detective bureau to the abandoned meth labs of a cult, you are taken from one breathtaking place to the next, seeing the city in these small vignettes that shows, not just tells, that the fabric of society is ripping at the seams. All the guns and gadgets look spectacular, and the amount of time that must have been dedicated to getting all these animations to where they are is beyond my comprehension. The lighting is also outstanding, except for one graphical glitch I got on the cabin level. It was really odd too, because the interior lighting had no problems, but the exterior looked like a ghillie suit had imprisoned the sun. Anyways, there were some levels lighting that was so breathtaking that I had to stop and just take screenshots. These levels were the hotel, where I felt like Batman was going to show up at any second, and the nightclub, which, holy god, is this a brutal level. With that brutality, let's get into the sound of this game.
Civilians.
Top reporting. Copy that, entry team.
Civilians
Notifying
standing by
more.
for trailers.
Here! Hands up, now! Hands up!
Now, fair warning, this game is graphic, and I do not just mean in the violent content. The sound design of this game does so many things so perfectly that at certain points it can be really hard to take. There was one level that I physically had to take off my earphones because the audio plus the visuals of being in a community college really affected me. I had to take a day break after that and think about why it made me react that way. So, if hearing people pleading for their life or gunshots in areas that you frequent scare you or bring back traumatic memories, I'd really stay clear of this game. As I said in the beginning, Ready or Not is visceral. Whether it's hearing the hostages crying for their lives, or gunshots ringing in the distance, or through the door you're standing next to, there was always something going on. The soundscape is fantastic and brings these really unique areas vibrancy. You can even customize your character's voice lines, what makes it a bit personal. Gameplay is beyond solid. There are a bunch of FPS games that just feel right to me, and this is one of those games. You're not running around, and you feel the sway of your gun, the lean of your shoulder, and the kick of the door. The gunplay is fantastic, and each gun can be customized to your liking. The gadgets are unique and fun to play around with, especially if you're playing co-op. Having a team or different operators was the cherry on top for some of these levels. There really isn't a way to describe how good using a breech shotgun or a shield feels. This is one of those games that makes me feel like I'm Will Smith in Men in Black. Just not firing my weapon at the first movement, I see took me a long time to get used to. Having to slowly breach room by room, screaming at people to get down or drop their weapons gets heavy, but also so rewarding. There were so many moments where my heart stopped. Whether that was someone drawing a weapon or actually giving up their weapon, I didn't know what to expect. And that's why I think I love this game so much already, is that you're the constant. You are the gameplay. Your rifle that you use each mission will fire the exact way it has. Your gear functions the same and your movement won't change. The moving parts is everything else. It makes this game replayable on a single player level with commander mode and multiplayer with co-op. Even crazier is there are great mods for this game. Ready or Not is a spiritual successor to SWAT 4, so when I saw people that recreated actual maps from SWAT 4 that you could play for free, plus weapon mods, plus voice mods, you name it, I couldn't help but write this script immediately. Now, one annoying part about the mods is there's no Steam Workshop to share your collections with friends. If someone has a workaround for this, please let us know down below, because as of now, if you want to play online with mods, everyone has to have the exact same list. When you can't share that readily, it kind of makes it a schlep to get everything working, plus having to go into a specific folder for said mods. Anyways, a lot of mods are worth this. Looking at you game menu. If you like games like Incursion Red River or SPT Tarkov and haven't played Ready or Not, I highly recommend this game. I don't think I've played such a brutally visceral game in my lifetime, and I don't say that lightly. It has me coming back for more hostage rescues, clearing drug labs, and so much more. From the beautiful visuals to the intense sound, high-octane scenarios and tough decisions, Ready or Not is that game that doesn't hold back on what it is. Thank you so much for watching. It truly means the world that you take the time out of your day to watch my videos. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below on your favorite PvE tactical shooter, click that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Any one of these actions helps me more than you know. And as always, see you next time.
What do you got on the Powell case? Look, just cause you two played tiddlywinks in your birthday suits doesn't mean I'm gonna open police files for you.